Okay, still with us in See the Story. So the question was, how generational is it, Doc? Is it like, because...
We've been told, like,
yeah.
if you, for example, me, if your father has diabetes, then you will get it.
Diabetes, yeah.
What do you call it?
Cross-generation.
Cross-generation.
So if your father had diabetes,
Daughter.
the daughter would get diabetes. If the mother has diabetes, the son would actually get diabetes. So is it working that way? And also, I've been told that my paternal grand aunt was also diabetic. My maternal grand aunt also was diabetic. So will I get diabetes as well?
Okay. If we are talking about the risk of diabetes, there are multifactorial. One of it is of the genetics. Yeah. If we have parent with diabetes, the risk can be transformed to the child is 6 times higher compared to the one who doesn't have one of maybe father or mother who has diabetes. But it's only the risk, because if you have like the unhealthy lifestyle, or maybe you sedentary lifestyle, unhealthy food eating pattern, the risk will be higher, maybe 11 times compared to if you have parents with diabetes, it's only 6 times, something like that.
Okay.
But it needs to be the first degree
Family.
Relative.
Yeah, the first degree can contribute to the risk higher compared to second degree or
But
third
again,
degree.
the key word is it's just the risk.
Yes.
But it all depends on our lifestyle,
Our
because it's
lifestyle.
multifactorial. Okay, next, let's talk more about the Gen Z and their lifestyle.
Oh.
They often have this, challenge in the mental department. So maybe some
That's skibidi.
skibidi.
Is that the right word?
What does that
Skibidi.
mean?
I mean,
Skibidi.
What does it mean?
Sometimes they say bad with skibidi.
Skibidi. Okay,
That's bad.
skibidi. Sometimes they skibidi at night, so their sleeping pattern is skibidi, which is not ideal. Can that sleeping pattern contribute to the risk of diabetes?
Okay, good question. So healthy lifestyle is not only about food, not only about physical exercise, but also how we can sleep in a good quality. So if somebody maybe sleep very short time, or the sleep the quality is not good, it can increase the risk of diabetes, because it can alter the metabolism of our body, and it can increase the oxidative stress in our body. It can lead to diabetes and resistance of insulin. So we're talking about diabetes type 2.
Plus, if we sleep late, we get hungry, we eat, and
Yeah,
perhaps
because that
that
happened to
also
me,
contributes.
The social behavior, it can also changing because of the late sleep.
Can you define a good sleep, Doc? Like, what time should we sleep, and for how many hours, ideally?
It's difficult questions, but for most of the studies says that the best duration of sleep is between 7 to 8 hours, and it cannot be interrupted anything because of the maybe sound, the light.
Yeah.
So you can sleep well, and after you wake up, you feel like feeling fresh.
Ooh, what an impossible thing to do for moms, for mothers. Wow.
I was about to bring that up too. Like, good luck, mothers. So, okay. As we discuss even further, we knew that in these days, in this generation, it is very hard for us to live as healthy as possible, because all the things provided to us has been processed, lots of sugars, lots of salts, and things that could actually getting our risk higher. Our risk of getting diabetes higher even. So what kind of lifestyle should we adopt to avoid diabetes? Not only Gen Z, but also in general, because we are sharing the same world and the same situation here with the Gen Z, whether you are from Gen Z, millennials, Gen Alpha, boomers, all the choices are there. The choices are laid out for us out there. So what kind of lifestyle should we adopt?
Okay, it has been a challenge for us actually. for all generation, not only Gen Z, how to implement our daily life to become healthier according to the food that we can take, maybe the portion of the food, when we are saying about healthy plate with a half portion of vegetables and fruit, a quarter of carbohydrate, and a quarter of protein and fat, and also limit amount of sugar, fat, and also salt.
Sugar, fat, and salt.
Except from the food, we're also talking about exercise. WHO recommends us to do exercise at least 3 times a week. The optimal time will be 5 times a week, and minimum is 30 minutes. So 150 minutes per week, and it cannot be condensed in one day.
Okay.
Yeah, and also it contain also twice or 2 times of weight training or resistance training. Not only,
minimum?
Yes, minimum.
Oh.
Not only cardio.
You're good. You're in the green.
And the third one will be good quality of sleep that you've mentioned before, and avoid smoking.
Yeah.
Also the cigarette, e-cigarette, something like that.
Or vape.
So cigarette and e-cigarette
And
as well.
the last one become good mental health. It's part of our health being in all generations.
That's a challenge.
I see. Well, we've been talking about ways to, not get diagnosed with diabetes, but we cannot deny the fact that nowadays a lot of Gen Zs or a lot of people are diagnosed with it, right? So I think that's why you come up with this community called Sobat Diabetes. So we're going to talk about that more. I want to know more about it, Doc. Tell us more on how and why you created this community.
Okay, first of all, Sobat Diabetes is a youth community that focusing on prevention of diabetes. Prevention of
Also,
diabetes.
you're focusing on prevention.
Yes, prevention
Okay.
through education, through something joyful activity.
Joyful activity.
We can see that something not too formal, not formal education, but we can provide a good or happier activities like, what is it, like game, like promoting healthy lifestyle through children, something like that.
How has it been so far?
It's quite challenging for us for about 10 years because Sobat Diabetes was born in 2014. It has been 10 years. It's quite challenging for us, especially in the COVID era, because we switched all the offline activity into online activities, and all participants of Sobat Diabetes community is a volunteer. So
It's a voluntary base.
Yeah, so you can imagine the volunteer how to keep them on fire to promote healthy lifestyle through education, to anything like that.
Cool.
So how many people joined already in this particular community, youth community, Sobat Diabetes?
We have about 500 members.
Whoa.
And it across
That's a
Indonesia because we open virtually also. But we have several chapters, first in Jakarta, of course, and Central Java, Yogyakarta, East Java, and also Bali and Papua.
Okay, Doc. The last question for me, just only if you have the data and also if you have the number, which area in Indonesia with the highest number of diabetes?
No, nowadays the data is North Sulawesi.
North Sulawesi.
What?
Wow.
Whoa, why?
Oh, by the way, as a background story,
I don't know.
Frizia is in North Sulawesi.
My father is from there, and he's a diabetic.
Yeah, and he's a diabetic.
He's a diabetic.
diabetic.
Maybe that explains why. But I don't know why, because I don't know. We don't have a lot of fried foods, not a lot of fatty foods.
The consumption
or sugar.
of rice?
Consists of rice.
Oh,
or
no,
consists of
I know.
something
Dessert,
sweet.
is it?
Wait, I know the answer. It's alcohol.
Oh, maybe.
Beer.
Maybe.
It has a lot of sugar content in
Maybe.
it, right?
But we need more research.
Yeah, we need more research on that. But anyway, that. According to the data, North Sulawesi in Indonesia is the highest number of with people with diabetes.
Okay, no, last one from me. That was from him. I was gonna ask you about this. Is diabetes reversible, the type 2 one? Because from what I know is when you're diagnosed with it, you've got to consume the medication for the rest of your life. But I've heard some doctors, like holistic doctors, saying that if you change your lifestyle radically, you have a good chance of reversing the disease.
Okay, we could not say that diabetes type 2 could reversible. So we will say getting remission.
So it's like cancer.
Like cancer. Because if we are discuss about diabetes type 2, not pre-diabetes, for the rest of his or her life should be managed diabetes well. So maybe he or she can continue life without medication. It's possible, but to say it is free from diabetes, it's impossible.
Got it.
Yeah.
All right.
If that's
So
serious.
we got all the answers that we know and that we need to know.
Yeah, and it is our tradition here in the show to wrap up our interview session with a game. Now, Kai Studio will lead today's game. Come on in.
Yes. So, hello, doctor.
Hello.
We will put your knowledge to the test,
Oh my God,
lady and gentlemen. There you go.
Thank you.
We will
This is
play
the pressure.
truth or lie. So it's basically truth or fact, yeah. And basically, there are going to be a couple of statements on the screen, and we're going to check your knowledge based on the conversation that you just had with doctor. And you're going to guess whether the statement is true or it's a lie. And you are going to give us the explanation and which answer it is. Okay?
Okay.
So we're going to rely on doctor's
All right.
expertise once more.
Bring it
All
on.
right, to bring it on, the very first statement.
Oh, does this cause
Okay,
diabetes?
Yeah,
Is that the
this-
question?
Yeah.
Or does it contain
Yeah, so is this,
sugar?
yeah, can this cause diabetes?
Yes, true. Especially store-bought ones.
True, true.
If consumed daily
So-
for a long period of time.
So, Doc, what's the answer?
So I will say it's true. The granola risks with diabetes.
It's a big trend eating granola these days, right? All right, so granola, danger food.
Maybe not.
In
If-
moderation.
No, if we make it at home, then it's okay.
But it's
Yeah.
oats.
Actually, it depends of if we put too much sugar when we process the
See?
granola. That's the reason why granola can increase the risk of
Yeah.
diabetes if you eat too much and
But what
unhealthy
about
one.
the oats?
If it's only oat without anything, I mean without sugar, any process, it's healthy.
Oh, so basically it just means that the picture right here, you just have to true or lie whether it's high in sugar content or
Yeah,
not.
you should check in the nutrition
Okay.
facts.
So
I
nutrition
see.
fact, granola, high sugar or not high sugar, low sugar? What do you think? What do you
This
guys think?
granola, super high.
Super high in sugar?
I guess it's super high.
Can I ask you something, Doc? There's been a trend using stevia as a replacement of sugar.
We
Oh,
asked
yeah,
that
we asked that.
earlier, and he
And?
said that it's safe.
Safe.
Ah, well done on you, Paul Palele. There is a stevia. Drop everywhere he goes. Okay, are we ready for the second picture?
Yes.
we are.
Okay, let's see. Ketchup.
Oh.
Interesting.
True.
True.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't buy into. Why is it true? Is it very high? Because it's the process.
The process and additional sugar and also salt. Yeah.
Because tomato is originally more on the sour.
Yeah, but they also put sugar inside.
Yeah, that's why. Because
So the sugar.
this is ketchup made out of tomato, right?
Yeah.
Tomatoes are sour, so in order to make ketchup, you got to put a lot of sugar to make it like sweeter. That's
A lot of added sugar. That's like true. Well done, both of you.
Yeah.
Next one.
This depends.
Salad dressing.
Yeah.
What
Wait,
dressing?
wait.
Italian? No.
Okay, this particular salad dressing looks like a vinaigrette.
I think why?
Yes, that's like, it depends on the
Salad dressing.
salad dressing.
So what kind of salad dressing is big no-no, like high sugar? What kind of salad dressing is
Safe.
healthy to use?
I mean, something sweet or mayonnaise, it can increase the risk of diabetes.
Oh.
It's processed.
Fat, right?
Fat.
Too much
Processed,
fat.
yeah.
It's
Too much
oil and eggs, right?
So if someone say that, oh, I'm eating salad every day, it's very healthy, it depends.
With
Do
what?
you use or put what kind of dressing?
Yeah, got it.
So better stay with healthy
So
oils.
be wise.
Yeah.
Healthy oils,
Pretty
not
right.
mayonnaise based. All right, well done, you two.
Yeah.
We had a true, and a lie. Next.
I love this. Come on.
So do cereals have lots of sugar content in it?
Peru.
True.
That's obviously
Yeah,
true.
both of you
Yeah.
correct.
Okay, so true.
So not an ideal breakfast, Doc.
Yeah, because it's processed with additional sugar, additional simple carbohydrate, and it can increase the sugar level.
Can I ask something?
Oh.
Since we're talking about cereals, I remember about breakfast. And nowadays, people are crazy about high protein diet, right? Like where they consume a lot of protein during breakfast. But earlier you said that having too much fat can contribute to
But protein is
diabetes.
not fat.
Wait, but usually people consume the protein with fat, like butter, with oil, things like that.
Oh, bacon. That's
Yeah.
so good.
They consider that protein too, right?
Yeah, it's considered unhealthy if you put too much fat in the protein. Actually, if you want to eat healthier diet, you also contain carbohydrate, protein, and fat in proportion.
Also still balanced.
Still balanced.
Even though
Not only protein, not
it.
only fat, but it's balanced.
Okay, got it.
Because
So not
we
too much oil,
we
not
still
too much
need
butter.
carbohydrate,
Okay.
our energy source.
I love my pancakes.
Me too.
You get to have carbs.
Oh,
You can
yeah.
have carbs,
But
You can have
as long as you have the protein with the carbs.
But
make
no,
a healthy pancake because the
no,
regular pancake.
no maple syrup with it.
Maple is
With
okay.
stevia
With
drops.
stevia drops, yes.
All right, next one. Dry
Oh, yeah.
fruit.
Yeah, true.
True.
Yeah.
This is the last one, guys.
True.
True.
Is it because of the process or?
Because they add additional sugar as a coat for dried fruits.
And to preserve it, right?
To preserve it.
Yeah.
Put it in sugar water,
Yeah.
Yes.
basically, and preserve it for
And
days.
it can absorb the sugar and increase the sugar level of the fruit.
Big
I
no-no.
love the dried apricot.
Me
I
too.
do love dried apricot.
Yeah, right? I know,
But I thought dried apricot is more natural. Like they don't add
Apparently
sugar.
no.
No, it's still sweet because you can taste the sugary outside.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you
But I-
real apricots, they're very sour.
Yeah, I know.
But I know a place where you can buy the non-sugar coated
Okay,
apricot.
link please.
Yeah.
Okay.
Link please.
Stevia drop ones.
Stevia drop ones.
All right.
Well, thank you for playing, and you guys have a tie, like
Yeah.
one mind link thing. And Doctor, thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
And sharing your insights with us. So, see the stories will continue after the break. Stay tuned for more information.